Hello everyone, my name is Diwakar Singh. I'm a senior engineer in mobile app development team. In this tutorial today we are going to learn about Kotlin. Like what is Kotlin, its history and some overview of it. So here we go. Kotlin is an open source modern programming language which works as cross-platform and statically typed. Open source. Open source means its original source code is freely available for the developers whosoever wants to write the code in Kotlin. Modern programming language. The language which is new, trending, latest, and which uses modern techniques that is known as modern programming language. Cross-platform. Cross-platform means like write once and can run anywhere. Like if you write the code in Mac, it can run on Windows, Linux, etc. and vice versa. Statically typed, like it's type declared at compile time rather than the runtime. Kotlin also supports both object-oriented and functional programming. Object-oriented works with objects, functional programming works with functions. So it supports both, like Kotlin supports high order, encapsulation, abstraction, and lambdas. So once we will write the code in future, we will get to understand very well. So now moving on to the next slide, it is all about the history of Kotlin. Here are the points. My first one is it is firstly announced in the month of July 2011 by JetBrains. JetBrains is a very well known company of software development. It became popular after providing some famous IDs like PyCharm, IntelliJ, and Android Studio. Now, moving on to the second point, it is named after Kotlin Island near St. Petersburg, just like Java, named after Indonesian island. So, moving on to the next point, on 15th February 2016, just out of the 4 years, Kotlin released its first official stable release version, that is version 1.0. And after 1 year in 2017, Google announced the first class support for Kotlin on Android, which means like in 2017, Google announces Kotlin as a official language for Android app development. And after 2 years, Google announced Kotlin is preferred language for Android development on 7th of May 2019. Now, moving on to the next slide, overview of Kotlin. My first point is less code, easy to read, lightweight, which will eliminate the complexity, decrease the time consuming when debugging, and writes less boilerplate code. Boilerplate means like reusing of the code again and again, like in a repetitive manner, which is not very good. This is what good developers try to avoid. So after getting the less code and easy to read, there will be a fewer chance of errors. Now moving on to the next point, interoperable with Java programming language, by which you can use it with existing code in application without migration all your code. So by this point, like Kotlin, when you will write the code in Kotlin in the existing code which is based on the Java language, it will support it. Like one file is written on Kotlin language and other file is written on Java language, it will support each other and you can call the methods and function from each other. Now moving on to the third point, null safety feature, which works very well in Kotlin. Like this is the very good feature from Kotlin. Like if you are using Java language with the Android, you must be getting null safety, null pointer exception many times. So in Kotlin, it is very less. There is very less chance of getting this exception. Now moving on to the fourth point, perfectly integrated and mature language, as it works well with the IDs like Android Studio due to its official stable release and great support from Google, which means it becomes very big community and getting very great support from Google. And if you talk about contributors, its contributor it got some many contributors from all over the world. And if you talk about the Play Store, like on Play Store, 60% of the top apps are now using Kotlin. Moving on to the next one, supports multiple platform development like Android, iOS backend and web application. This means like if you'll write the code for iOS application, it will support it. Like if you want to write the code in iOS backend and web application, it will support that too. You can write the code of uh, these applications from Kotlin also. So here so this is all about the Kotlin. In the next video we'll try to implement the code and try to letting you know more about the Kotlin. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Bye bye. Thank you.